Someone built a real-life transformer, and you can actually ride it. Meet the Unitree GD01, a giant rideable robot that looks like it walked straight out of a sci-fi movie. Built by Unitree Robotics, this thing stands 11 feet tall. That's taller than most ceilings. And it can actually walk. What makes it wild? It switches between two modes, upright like a human, or down on all fours like an animal, while it's still moving. That means rough roads, uneven ground, obstacles? Not a problem. You sit inside an open cockpit and pilot it yourself. Smart balance systems handle the tricky stuff in real time, so you don't tip over. It's built from high-strength alloys with powerful motors that keep everything smooth, even at that size. What if your next ride could fly straight into the sky at 250 kilometers per hour? This futuristic air vehicle looks like it came from a sci-fi movie. Meet the Stratosphere Volatile, a futuristic electric flying vehicle designed for vertical takeoff and landing. Created by an Italian design studio, this concept aircraft is built around an ultra-light carbon fiber body that gives it a sleek and modern look. It is designed to carry up to 2 passengers and can reach speeds of up to 250 kilometers per hour. The vehicle uses 4 double rotors, and each rotor is powered by 2 electric motors. This setup helps it lift off smoothly and fly efficiently. The battery system is expected to provide up to 1 hour of flight time while cruising at top speed. Right now, the Stratosphere Volatile is still a concept and has not been built yet. What if your kid could drive an actual truck and never want to stop? Meet the Scania S730 mini truck, and yes, it's exactly what it looks like. This isn't just a toy. It's a scaled-down replica of the real Scania S730, built using the same design tools engineers use for actual vehicles: 3D modeling, stress testing, the works. It runs on a 24 volts electric motor with a chain-driven system that's built to last. The frame? Solid stainless steel. The cab and body? Precision molded plastic. The tires? Fully pneumatic, meaning it handles grass, pavement, gravel, whatever your kid throws at it. It fits kids from age 5 all the way up to adults. So this thing grows with your family. This isn't something you toss out after one season. It's a piece you pass down. Hit follow, because we're just getting started on rides like this. The best toys don't just entertain. They become memories. What if you could run 25 miles per hour, without a motor? Meet the Bionic Boot, and yes, it's exactly as cool as it sounds. These boots were inspired by one of the fastest animals on the planet, the cheetah. Designer Kiahi Seymour studied how cheetahs move and built that same energy into a wearable spring-powered boot. Here's how it works. Every time your foot hits the ground, mechanical springs absorb that energy and shoot it right back, launching you forward. We're talking speeds up to 25 miles per hour. On your feet, no engine, just you. They're lightweight, surprisingly comfortable, and honestly, kind of addictive to wear. At around $2,500, they're built for serious athletes, fitness lovers, and anyone who's ever wanted to feel superhuman on a morning run. If you're ready to move faster than you ever thought possible, drop a comment below. Would you wear these? Because the future of running just strapped itself to your feet. What if trains could fly over traffic and never stop moving? Imagine a train that glides above the city. No traffic, no delays, no chaos. That's exactly what the flying train by Dahir Insat is trying to build. This Russian engineering company came up with something wild: train-like pods that hang from elevated rails and zip through cities at high speeds. Think of it like a mix between a monorail and the future. These pods run on electricity, so they're clean, quiet, and way better for the environment than what we have today. And here's the smart part: the tracks go above existing roads and buildings. So cities don't need to tear anything down to make it work. Less traffic, less pollution, less disruption. It's fast, scalable, and built for the modern city. If this becomes real, your daily commute will never look the same. Drop a comment. Would you ride this? The future of travel isn't underground. It's overhead. This car has no steering wheel, no four wheels, and it just made everything you know about driving completely obsolete. Meet Shane, a concept electric car built on just two giant wheels. It was designed by Shane Chen, the same guy who invented the hoverboard. And honestly, this thing takes that idea and goes way further. The wheels are massive, 60 inches, lined with LED strips. A wheelchair that climbs stairs on its own. No help needed, no ramps required. 3 design students from Switzerland built something that could change wheelchair users' lives forever. It's called Siwo, and it doesn't just roll. It climbs stairs. The chair uses a smart combination of regular wheels and rubber tank-style tracks. When it hits a staircase, the tracks kick in automatically, gripping each step and keeping the user perfectly level the whole time. Going up, you ride it backward. Coming down, forward. The chair handles the angle adjustments for you. No awkward transfers. No waiting for someone to help. The whole thing is automated. On flat ground, it's just as impressive, cutting through grass, mud, curbs, and uneven surfaces without breaking a sweat. You can control it with a joystick or just by shifting your body weight. If you think accessibility tech has limits, Siwo just proved it doesn't. What if your hotel room could float on water, run on sunlight, and sail itself? Meet the Pearl Suites, solar-powered floating pods designed by visionary architect Pier Paolo Lazzarini. Picture this. You're drifting on calm, open water inside a sleek, futuristic suite. Air conditioning, lighting, a fridge, all running purely on solar energy. Zero guilt, total comfort. Each pod is 7 meters wide, giving you a cozy living space plus a walkout deck where you can just breathe in that ocean air. Want more? Upgrade with a gyroscope stabilizer so the waves don't bother you, a hydrogen fuel cell, or an electric engine that cruises at 5 knots. What if your home could literally unfold itself? At the push of a button. Meet the Rototow, a caravan that completely transforms the moment you arrive somewhere. Picture pulling up to your spot, hitting one button, and watching your trailer rotate open like something out of a sci-fi movie. Suddenly, your living space is 70% bigger. Just like that. Inside, you've got a kitchen that actually makes you want to cook, a dining area with views that'll make your jaw drop, and bedrooms so comfortable you'll forget you're on the road. This isn't just a trailer. It's a full luxury home on wheels, with a style that feels both timeless and futuristic at the same time. And yes, it comes with a price tag. $350,000. But for what you're getting, it's basically a 5-star hotel that goes wherever you go. No flights, no hotel bookings, no compromises. The Rototow doesn't just take you somewhere, it is the destination. If this is the future of travel, I don't want to go back. Drop a fire if you'd live in one of these. You can turn your pickup truck into a full RV, and it takes less than a minute. Meet the IO camper truck, and it's about to change how you think about road trips. This thing clips onto any pickup truck and basically turns it into a rolling home. When it's packed up, it's compact, under 14 feet long. But when you pop it open, it stretches to nearly 20 feet. That's 29% more living space, just like that. It's built tough too. Fiberglass shell, thick insulation, almost completely waterproof. And it's not just a shell. The full model comes with a double bed, 2 single beds, a kitchen, a mini fridge, and yes, a full bathroom with a shower and toilet. 2 versions are available. The base shell starts around $26,000. The fully loaded model runs about $69,500. If you love adventure but hate roughing it, this might be exactly what you've been waiting for. Drop a comment. Would you take this on a road trip? What if your commute could run on a single rail, cost almost nothing, and never get stuck in traffic? Imagine living in a small town in rural Germany, and instead of waiting for a bus that comes twice a day, you pull out your phone, tap a button, and a sleek little electric pod pulls up just for you. That's exactly what the Manab system is doing. It runs on a single track. It's self-driving, it's electric, and it uses gyro stabilization to stay perfectly balanced, kind of like how your phone knows which way it's tilting. The best part? 2 pods can actually pass each other on the same track, going in opposite directions. No extra lanes, no traffic jams. You book your ride, called a monocab, straight from an app. What if your bicycle could tow your entire home? Meet the Wide Path Camper, a tiny trailer that turns your bike into a full camping setup. It folds flat while you ride, so it's light, slim, and easy to pull. But once you stop, it opens up into something you wouldn't believe. Inside, you've got seating, a dining table, storage, and a sleeping area for two. Yes, two people, in something that was just attached to your bicycle. Unlike a tent, the hard shell keeps you dry, safe, and protected, even when the weather turns ugly. That means longer trips, better sleep, and zero compromises. Cyclists and outdoor lovers worldwide are already obsessing over it, and honestly, it's easy to see why. If you love adventure but hate hauling heavy gear, this might just change the way you travel forever. Drop a bike below if you'd take this on a trip. What if your motorcycle could recognize your face, respond to your voice, and balance itself without you touching it? Meet the Motoroid 2, Yamaha's wildest vision for what motorcycles could become. This isn't just a bike. It's more like a living, breathing riding companion. The Motoroid 2 can actually balance itself. No kickstand, no help, just standing there like it owns the place. But here's where it gets crazy. It knows who you are. It can recognize its owner, respond to your voice, and even react to hand gestures. You're not just riding it. You're communicating with it. That unique leaf-shaped frame isn't just for looks either. It adjusts to how you're sitting and sends you physical feedback, like the bike is talking back to you through touch. Yamaha calls this harmonizing with the rider. And honestly, that's exactly what it feels like. Now, it's still a concept. No release date, no confirmed launch. But estimates suggest it could land around $10,000 if it ever hits showrooms. If this is the future of motorcycles, I think we're all ready to ride. Right finger drop a comment. Would you ride this thing? What if you never had to clean, organize, or remind your family of anything ever again, because a robot already handled it? Meet the Futuring F2, a home robot that actually does stuff. This isn't a sci-fi gimmick. It's built to help with real life, tidying up, keeping routines on track, and supporting your whole family, including kids, elderly parents, and even your pets. Here's what makes it smart. It's been trained on real household data. So it knows what a coffee mug looks like. It knows where things go. It understands your home. It's got sensors, robotic arms, and AI that helps it make decisions, safely, even when things change around it. And it doesn't just do one thing and stop. It keeps learning. It keeps working. The more time it spends in your home, the more useful it gets. We're not fully there yet, but the F2 is the clearest sign of where home life is heading. Hit subscribe. Because this technology isn't slowing down, and neither are we. The future of shipping isn't coming, it's already being built. And it looks nothing like what you'd expect. What if cargo ships could drive themselves, in convoys, across the ocean, without a single human on board? That's exactly what the Wärtsilä Vision project is exploring. It's not just one ship. It's an entire rethinking of how global shipping works, from the fuel we use to how goods get moved around the world. We're talking floating clean fuel stations in the middle of the ocean. AI that handles navigation. Ships that share cargo intelligently to cut waste and emissions. The goal? Shipping that's safer, cleaner, and way more efficient. And here's the thing. This isn't pure sci-fi. The technology behind these ideas is already developing fast. If you care about where the world is headed, this is a space worth watching. This robot follows you everywhere, then turns into your ride the second you need it. Meet the Ridroid Kanguro. Part robot, part scooter, fully brilliant. When you're walking, it operates as your personal robot companion. No commands needed. It simply follows you, stays close, and moves when you move. Then, the moment you want to ride, it transforms itself into a scooter. Automatically, no buttons, no fuss. The name Kanguro is inspired by the kangaroo. Look at it and you'll see the resemblance instantly. But instead of jumping, it rolls, smoothly and quietly, at up to 10 kilometers per hour, around 6 miles per hour. Not near it? No problem. Pull out your phone or tablet and control it remotely from wherever you are. And there's one more thing. It vibrates to tell you how fast you're going. What if an entire city could float on the ocean, and never stop moving? Meet Pangos, a floating city designed to sail the world's oceans forever. Italian architect Pier Paolo Lazzarini and his design studio came up with this jaw-dropping concept. Picture a massive turtle-shaped structure stretching 550 meters long and 610 meters wide. That's twice the size of the Roman Colosseum, just floating on water. And it's not just a boat. Pangos is designed to house up to 60,000 people. We're talking palaces, mansions, and luxury supervillas, all on a single moving platform. Here's the wild part, it runs completely clean. Solar panels, wave-powered wings, and 16,800 horsepower superconductor engines keep it cruising at a steady pace with zero pollution. It just never stops. Building it will take 8 years and cost around £6.8 billion. Part of that funding? NFT-based crowdfunding, which honestly feels very fitting for a project this futuristic. If you think the future of cities is on land, think again. And if concepts like this blow your mind, subscribe. We find these every week. What if your car could dock into your apartment building and drive itself? Meet the Clim, a self-driving car that was revealed at CES 2023, and honestly, it looks like something straight out of a sci-fi movie. It was built by Toll Design and Audi. And it's not just a car. It's designed to handle your whole day, work meetings, weekend trips, city commutes, all on its own. The Clim uses advanced AI and smart connectivity to give you a ride that actually adapts to you. No driver needed. But here's the part that really blew people's minds. It has a modular design. That means it can literally dock into buildings. Your home, your office. It becomes part of the space, not just a vehicle parked outside it. It's still being developed, so no price tag yet. But based on the tech and design packed into it, expect it to sit firmly in the luxury market. This isn't just the future of cars. It's the future of how we live. Which feature would you actually use first? Drop a comment below. This tiny vehicle hides 2 queen beds, a full kitchen, and a car garage inside, and it's only 9 meters long. Meet the Starliner SL25, and trust me, this one breaks all the rules. Most people assume you have to choose between compact and comfortable, small or luxurious, practical or premium. The SL25 says, why not all of it? This thing is basically a pocket rocket on wheels. It's small enough to drive every day, but inside, it lives like a high-end apartment. The executive version stretches to 9.2 meters, giving you nearly a full meter more than the standard model. And inside that space? 2 queen-size beds, seating for 4, a full kitchen, a proper bathroom, a lounge, a dinette, and a car garage. The finishes aren't just nice, they're multi-million motorhome quality. We're talking glass display cabinets for your crystalware. If you've ever wanted luxury without the size, this is it. Drop a comment below. Would you live in this? Because honestly, I would. What if your yacht could fly? Meet the Colossa, a mega yacht that doesn't just sail the ocean, it takes to the skies. Here's what makes it insane. Attached to this 699-foot luxury yacht is a massive detachable blimp called Norge 2.0. Yes, a blimp, on a boat. You can use it for breathtaking aerial tours, or actually pilot the yacht from above. The yacht itself hits speeds of 22 knots powered by 3 HTS engines. But the real showstopper? That carbon fiber airship flies up to 165 kilometers per hour, carries 10,000 kilograms of payload, and comfortably fits 24 passengers plus 10 crew. All running on 8 electric engines. And it's not just powerful, it's deeply personal. The Colossa pays tribute to the Norge, the legendary airship that first crossed the Antarctic ice cap. This wheelchair just climbed a flight of stairs. No, seriously. Meet the XSTO X12 Pro, and it's nothing like any wheelchair you've seen before. This thing climbs stairs. It crosses gravel, grass, steep slopes, and uneven ground like it was built for all of it, because it was. Instead of just wheels, it uses a mix of wheels, tracks, and gyroscopic tech to keep you balanced and moving, no matter what's in your path. It also reads the terrain around you. Smart sensors and an AI navigation system constantly adjust your ride, detect obstacles, and switch driving modes automatically. You don't have to think about it. It just handles it, and honestly, it looks like something out of a sci-fi movie, because the tech powering it basically is. For people who want real independence in the real world, Not just smooth floors, this changes everything. If this is the future of mobility, I'm here for it. Drop a comment. Would you ride this? What if your camper meet the Triton? A one-of-a-kind electric camper made for people who love adventure. It's not just a vehicle. It combines a tricycle, a camper, and a boat into one amazing design. That means you can ride along trails, explore the outdoors, and then switch to water mode when you reach a lake or river. What makes it even more exciting is that it runs on electricity, making it a cleaner option for travel. Inside, there's enough space for 2 adults to sleep comfortably, along with storage for gear and supplies. It's built to help travelers enjoy longer trips without giving up comfort. Some versions even support solar charging, giving you more freedom when exploring remote places. The Triton is designed for people who want something different from traditional campers. If you enjoy unique inventions, hit subscribe for more. The future of adventure isn't coming. It's already here. Could drive down a trail, then float straight into a lake. This incredible machine does exactly that. What if you could live inside a floating pyramid in the middle of the ocean? Imagine waking up every morning surrounded by open water. Not on a cruise ship, but inside an actual floating pyramid city. This is Waya. A real offshore community designed to sit right on the surface of the ocean. And it's not just somewhere to sleep. We're talking hotels, shops, spas, gyms, bars, and even a cinema. All built into one massive structure floating at sea. But here's what makes it truly wild. Waya runs entirely on clean energy. Solar panels on top, water turbines below. No power grid, no dependency on land. The base alone is 54 by 54 meters. 10 floors, 6,500 square meters of total space. And the whole thing rises 30 meters above the waterline, like a pyramid emerging from the sea. Below the surface, engines, generators, and backup power systems keeping everything running smoothly. This isn't a holiday resort. It's a fully self-sufficient floating community built for people ready to live differently. If that's you, the future is already being built. What if your bike could charge your phone, kill your back pain, and drive itself, all at once? This thing is still being built, but it's already turning heads. Meet the Terraglide Trike. It's not your average bike. It's sleek, modern, and actually looks cool. But the real magic? It's what's happening under the hood. First, that seat. It's a recumbent design, meaning you lean back like you're in a lounge chair. No more hunching over handlebars. No more back pain. Just pure, comfortable riding. Then there's steer-by-wire technology. Think of it like power steering, but smarter. You stay in control without fighting the bike. And here's the wild part. It has a pedal generator. You pedal, you produce power. Exercise and energy production at the same time. Whether you've been cycling for years or you've never touched a bike, the Terraglide makes riding feel effortless, premium, and genuinely fun. This is the future of cycling. And it's almost here. What if a yacht could literally fly? This one can. And it's absolutely insane. There's an Italian design studio that loves breaking rules, and their latest concept might be the biggest flying yacht ever built. Meet Plectrum. A 243-foot superyacht that doesn't just sail, it lifts completely out of the water and glides above it. How? Giant underwater wings called foils push the entire hull up, slashing drag and letting her rip through the ocean at up to 75 knots. That's almost 86 miles per hour on water. No wind needed. 3 massive motors pump out 5,000 horsepower each. And she might eventually run on hydrogen fuel. Clean, fast, and ridiculous. Inside, guests spread across 4 decks with 6 cabins and a private owner's suite. Outside, a helipad at the front, a beach club with a pool at the back, garages for 2 tenders, water toys, and even a car. This thing isn't just a yacht. It's a floating supercar with wings. If you want more insane concept builds like this, subscribe. We find them so you don't have to. What if you could ride a bike on water? Not a boat, not a surfboard, a literal bike, flying above the surface. Meet the Manta 5Z1, a hydrofoil bike that actually lets you cycle on water. It hits speeds of up to 22 kilometers per hour, lifting you above the surface on sleek underwater wings called hydrofoils. Just like a sailboat, it's modular, meaning you can break it down into parts, pack it up, and take it anywhere. Assembly is quick and simple. The frame is aluminum with carbon fiber built in, so it's incredibly light but seriously strong. Here's the cool part. Even when you stop pedaling, it still floats. You can ride it 3 ways: pure pedal power, electric motor only, or both together. The motor runs near silent, works in both fresh and salt water, holds up to 100 kilograms. No complicated controls, no steep learning curve, just you, the water, and open sky. If cycling needed a glow up, this is it. Drop a bike below if you'd ride this. What if your house could take you anywhere, even off the beaten path? Meet the Hymer Vision Venture, and trust me, this isn't your average camper. Built on a Mercedes-Benz Sprinter, this concept motorhome comes with a hybrid all-wheel drive system. That means mud, gravel, mountains, no problem. Step inside and it feels less like a vehicle and more like a cozy apartment. We're talking real natural materials, warm lighting, a full kitchen, dining space, a shower, and a proper bed. Everything fits perfectly, nothing feels cramped. But here's what really sets it apart. Solar panels on the roof keep the power running. A heat recovery system cuts energy waste. Lightweight materials mean better fuel economy and a smaller footprint on the planet. This is adventure without the guilt, and comfort without the compromise. If this is the future of road trips, I'm ready to pack my bags right now. Bell subscribe so you don't miss what's coming next. This 3,000 pounds electric vehicle might just replace your car, and you can drive it at 16. Meet the Northern Light 630, one of the most affordable enclosed electric vehicles you can buy right now. It's fully sealed, so you're completely protected from the rain, wind, and cold. No more arriving soaked or freezing. Under the hood, a 1.5 kilowatt hub motor paired with a 20-amp battery. It tops out at 45 miles per hour, though it comes restricted to 28 miles per hour out of the box, and gives you over 40 miles on a single charge. That's your daily commute, sorted. It rides on performance tires and stops with racing-grade brakes, so you're not just comfortable, you're safe too. Here's the best part. The 630 is legally classed as a moped in the UK. That means you can hit the road at just 16 years old with nothing more than a CBT license. If you're tired of bus fares and bike rides in the rain, this might be your answer. This motorcycle balances itself, reads your face, and doesn't need a kickstand or a helmet. What if your motorcycle knew you better than you know yourself? The BMW Motorrad Vision Next 100 doesn't just look incredible, it thinks. No joints, no cables, no kickstand. It balances on its own and bends to steer. Instead of a helmet, you wear smart glasses that show your speed, hazards, and let you change settings mid-ride. Then there's the J-Concept Kawasaki. 3 wheels, 2 personalities. Switch to comfort mode for a chill city cruise. Hit sport mode and the whole bike drops low. Your posture shifts, the power surges. It runs on electric, so it's fast and clean. Every detail transforms with your mood. These aren't concepts for 2050. They're being designed right now. The road is changing. The question is, are you ready to ride it? Subscribe, because the future doesn't wait. What if you could move thousands of people through a city, without a single road? Whether you need a gondola gliding over a mountain, a chairlift at a ski resort, or a cable car cutting through a busy city, one company builds it all. Disclamier Garaventa has completed over 15,400 installations across 96 countries. That's not just experience, that's mastery. Ski resorts, urban transit, theme parks, factories, whatever the challenge, they design a custom solution built specifically for you. And what sets them apart? 3 things: technology, safety, and quality. Their systems are reliable, efficient, and surprisingly eco-friendly. From the first blueprint to ongoing maintenance, they handle everything. You don't just buy a product, you get a complete partnership. Now, the investment ranges from $1 million to $100 million depending on the project. Big numbers, but for infrastructure that lasts decades, it makes sense. If you're serious about smarter transportation, Disclamier Garaventa is the name to know. Drop a comment. Would you ride a cable car to work? What if traffic jams simply didn't exist, because your bus drove over the cars? Meet the gyroscopic transport concept by Dahir Insat, a wild vision of future city travel dreamed up by engineer Dahir Semyonov. Here's how it works. Giant passenger pods sit on thin legs, raised high above normal road traffic. They glide along a single rail built right down the middle of existing roads, completely above the cars below. No merging, no waiting, no gridlock. But how does something that massive stay balanced on one rail? Gyroscopes. Powerful spinning wheels built inside each pod constantly correct its balance, like a high-tech tightrope walker. The system also runs on solar panels and stored energy from those same spinning wheels. And it's not just for passengers. Semyonov also designed fire rescue versions, vehicles that could fly over traffic jams to reach emergencies faster. Sounds incredible, right? Well, experts aren't convinced. Engineers point out the massive energy needed, the safety risks if a pod falls, and the enormous rebuilding of roads, bridges, and intersections required. So far, it's still just stunning animation and patents. If you want to see a future transport idea that has moved forward, subscribe, because that's next. The future of transport is wild. Whether this one makes it there, that's another story. NASA had a secret plane that could swallow a moon rocket whole, and nobody talks about it. Back in the 1960s, NASA had a massive problem. How do you move giant Saturn V rocket parts across the country without shipping them on slow barges through the Panama Canal? One engineer, Howard, had a wild idea. Build a plane so enormous it could literally eat rocket stages whole. We're talking 40-foot clamshell doors at the front that opened up and swallowed entire rocket sections inside. Picture a double-decker aircraft, cockpit sitting way up top, powered by 8 to 10 massive engines, generating enough power to carry moon rocket parts in a single flight. Coast to coast, no barge, no detour. They even tested a remote-controlled model in a wind tunnel. It worked, but NASA and Air Force bureaucracy shut it down before a single full-size prototype was ever built. If you love forgotten space history, drop a comment below. Some of the greatest ideas never made it off the drawing board. This thing doesn't sail the water. It flies over it. Meet the jet capsule GTF, and yes, GTF stands for Gran Turismo Foil. People call it a flying spaceship, and honestly, that tracks. This 10-meter luxury yacht doesn't just look insane, it performs like it too. We're talking 880 to 1,200 horsepower, a cruising speed of 35 knots, and a top speed that hits 60 knots. That's fast, really fast. You can power it with diesel, gasoline, or go fully electric. And those twin hydrostatic transmissions? They push performance even further. Inside, it's built from carbon fiber and fiberglass, light, strong, and completely customizable. Want a private getaway for 4? Done. Need it for a 20-person business trip? Also done. The GTF proves that water travel doesn't have to be slow or boring. If you think the future of transport is only in the sky, think again. And if you want to see more machines that are rewriting the rules, subscribe. You won't want to miss what's coming. What if your car never touched the ground, ever? Meet the Renault Float, a car that literally floats. No wheels, no friction, no driver, just a sleek glass bubble gliding silently above the ground using magnetic levitation, the same tech that powers the world's fastest trains. Here's what makes it wild. It moves in any direction without turning around. Forward, sideways, backwards, smooth and instant. The inside? No steering wheel, no dashboard, just a cozy social lounge designed for real conversation. And if you're with a group, multiple pods magnetically link together, instantly creating more space. What if your plane could land on water, fold its wings, and let you sleep in it tonight? This isn't your average aircraft. Meet the light sport aircraft, built for land, water, snow, and air. Yes, all four. It comes with repositionable landing gear, so you can touch down almost anywhere. There's also a built-in emergency parachute for the entire airframe, because safety shouldn't be optional. The wings? They fold manually. Park it in your garage. Seriously. And those two specially designed high-lift airfoils? They give it incredible performance without the bulk. Inside, there's room for a pilot and one passenger. The cabin stretches 3.8 feet wide, not huge, but smart. The floor runs completely flat from front to back. Here's the wild part. Stretch a hammock between the engine pylon and the tail, and you've got a bed. Your plane just became your campsite. If adventure had wings, this is it. Subscribe so you don't miss what's coming next. This electric unicycle will take you 70 miles on a single charge, and it fits between your legs. Meet the InMotion V12HT, and yeah, it's as wild as it sounds. This thing is packing a seriously powerful motor. We're talking smooth, fast acceleration that lets you climb hills and crush different terrains without breaking a sweat. Now here's where it gets crazy. One charge takes you up to 70 miles. 70. That's not a typo. Of course, your weight and riding style play a role, but even on the low end, you're getting an impressive 50 miles of range. And InMotion didn't forget about safety either. You've got LED lights so you're visible at night, a braking system that actually stops you when you need it, and built-in tilt and speed alarms to keep things from going sideways, literally. If you're serious about personal electric transport, the V12HT deserves a real look. Drop a comment. Would you actually ride one of these? They built a real hoverboard. It actually flies, and it costs less than a Tesla. Remember when hoverboards were just a Back to the Future fantasy? Well, someone actually built one. Meet the Aka board. A real, rideable hoverboard that lifts you off the ground. Literally, it was created by Aka Space Corporation and revealed back in 2015. And this thing means business. It packs 36 electric fans underneath, pumping out 272 horsepower. That's enough to lift a person up to 110 kilograms, hovering 30 centimeters above the ground. You get up to 6 minutes of flight time and a top speed of 20 kilometers per hour. Not bad for floating on air. You can control it through your phone or just move your body. Lean and steer. Simple as that. It's built from aerospace-grade materials, the same stuff used in actual spacecraft. Price tag? $14,900. The future arrived. It just came with a charging dock sold separately. If this blew your mind, you'll love what's coming next in this series. Stay tuned. What if your car could literally open up and merge with nature around you? This is the Neo Eden, built around one idea: connecting humans, nature, and AI in one space. First thing you'll notice? Glass. Everywhere. The windscreen stretches to the front wheels, blending seamlessly with the roof, sides, and rear. It feels less like a car, more like a moving greenhouse. But here's the wild part. When the car stops, the chassis widens. Doors and roof slide open, and the inside merges completely with the outside world. No walls, no barriers, just pure connection. Inside, 2 reclining lounge chairs, loads of legroom, and a curved bench seat. A living room on wheels. This isn't just a concept. It's what the future of driving actually looks like. Would you ride in this? NASA is sending humans back to the moon, and this time, they're not coming back empty-handed. NASA's Artemis program is making history, and SpaceX is helping make it happen. NASA has chosen SpaceX to build the lander that will carry astronauts down to the moon's surface. And this isn't just any mission. One of those astronauts will be the first woman to ever walk on the moon. Another will be the first person of color to set foot on lunar soil. Here's how it works. NASA's massive rocket launches 4 astronauts aboard the Orion spacecraft. They travel for several days to reach lunar orbit. Then, 2 crew members climb into the SpaceX lander and descend to the surface. They spend about a week exploring, collecting data, making history. Then they ride back up, rejoin their crewmates on Orion, and head home to Earth. This is humanity's next giant leap, and it's already in motion. If this excites you, hit subscribe. The next chapter of space exploration is just getting started. What if your wheelchair could think for itself, and never slow you down? Meet the Impulse M90. A power assist system that gives manual wheelchair users electric support without taking away that natural, in-control feeling you're used to. Here's what makes it different. The motors are built right inside the wheel hubs. No chunky attachments, no awkward add-ons, just a clean, sleek look with serious power underneath. And you're always in charge. Need a boost? Switch to powered mode. Want to cruise? It's got that too. Prefer full manual? One switch, done. Traveling? The batteries pop out and are fully airline approved. Plus, with Bluetooth and a smartphone app, hill support, and cruise control, this thing is genuinely smart. The M90 isn't just a wheelchair upgrade. It's independence redesigned. Because mobility shouldn't have limits, and now, it doesn't have to. What if your next flight felt like a 5-star cruise, at the speed of sound? Meet the Magna. And no, this isn't science fiction. An industrial designer just unveiled a hypersonic concept plane that could completely flip how we think about air travel. The name, Magna, literally means, big bird, and it lives up to that. This massive, delta-shaped aircraft runs on a compact fusion reactor. No jet fuel, no emissions, zero. It uses something called plasma actuators. Basically, it manipulates airflow in ways traditional engines simply can't. The result? A top speed of Mach 1.5. That's faster than the speed of sound. But here's what makes it wild. It's not just fast, it's luxurious. 500 seats across 2 levels. The lower deck? A super economy tourist experience. The upper deck? Think flying luxury cruise ship. Full premium vibes at 60,000 feet. Yes, it's still a concept. The price tag will match the ambition, but the vision is real. The future of flying isn't just faster, it's better. And the Magna might just be the plane that proves it. What if your car could literally walk over a mountain? Meet the Hyundai Elevate. A vehicle that's part car, part robot, and 100% from the future. Revealed back in 2019, the Elevate isn't just a concept. It's Hyundai's answer to one big question: what happens when roads disappear? This thing has actual robotic legs with wheels attached. It can drive normally on a highway, then switch modes and literally walk over rubble, climb stairs, or push through terrain no regular vehicle would survive. Imagine an earthquake just hit a city. Roads are destroyed, people are trapped. The Elevate rolls in, folds out its legs, and reaches victims that ambulances and trucks simply can't. And when the mission's done, it folds back up and drives home like nothing happened. This is what the future of emergency rescue looks like, and honestly, it can't come fast enough. If this blew your mind, share it with someone who needs to see this. You can turn your Tesla Cybertruck into a full home, kitchen, bedroom, bathroom, and office included. Meet the Cyberlander Reveal, a camper built for the future. It slides right into your Cybertruck bed, no struggle, no complicated setup. Then it unfolds into a complete living space. We're talking a kitchen, bathroom, bedroom, and a working office. Everything you need, packed into your truck. Whether you're parked deep in the mountains or right in the middle of the city, you've got the comforts of home with you, always. This is the ultimate setup for Cybertruck owners who refuse to stay in one place. Now, the price. It's $49,999. What if you could fly underwater? Meet the Deep Flight Super Falcon, a personal submarine that looks nothing like what you're picturing right now. Designed by Graham Hawkes, a civilian ocean engineer, this machine was built to make the deep sea feel personal. And it delivers. It hits speeds of up to 7 miles per hour, way faster than most submarines. It dives 300 feet down, where the ocean gets dark, quiet, and absolutely breathtaking. But here's what makes it special: it doesn't just go deep. It moves like an aircraft underwater. Rolls, glides, dips. It feels like flying, except you're surrounded by ocean. Inside, the cockpit is wide, wraparound glass gives you a full panoramic view of the underwater world. It's not just a vehicle, it's an experience. The price tag? Around $2 million. If you could afford it, would you go? What if your airplane could take off from your backyard lake? Meet the Icon A5, a tiny 2-seat plane that can land on both water and land. Yeah, you heard that right. It's built for everyday people who want to fly without the stress. No experience? No problem. Icon designed this thing to be as beginner-friendly as possible. Here's what makes it special: it basically protects you from yourself. It resists dangerous spins, deploys a parachute if things go wrong, and even has a button that levels the plane automatically. There's also a smart glide feature that guides you safely down if the engine quits. The cockpit feels like a video game: clean screen, heads-up display, optional autopilot. Under the hood, A 100 horsepower engine pushes it to 109 miles per hour with a range of nearly 500 miles. This isn't just a plane. It's freedom, with a safety net built in. If this blew your mind, subscribe. We cover stuff like this every week.